Good morning guys and welcome back to the channel. As you can probably tell by the coffee making introduction, today is going to be a day in the life or a day of training. Today's actually going to be quite a different one as well because my sister is competing in a duathlon. So we're going to be following her a little bit. I've got my own training to do. We're going to be supporting her, jumping on the bike. But yeah, the first bit of training I've got to do is just an easy run this morning. Okay, one thing I thought I'd mention just before I go for my run is this thing. I've got this little foot roller that's just on wheels and I use it every single time before I go for a run just to roll out my feet. Honestly, this is magical. This has been probably one of the best tools I've bought for recovery and also just for my feet. My feet have always been a bit dodgy. I'm quite tight in my feet so they don't have all the flexibility I need, but this just gets them warmed up and ready. Okay, just back from the run. It was just an easy couple of miles today. I actually cut the run short a little bit because like I said earlier, my sister's doing the duathlon and I realised that I probably wouldn't be back in time, so I thought I'd cut it a little bit short, get back here, and I can always join her on her last run. I think her duathlon, she starts with a 10k, then she goes on to a half marathon bike ride, so 21k, and then she goes on to a 5k to finish. So I'm joining her for the bike ride, but I might also join her for the 5k at the end, just because I cut my run a bit short, so I'll just get some easy miles in with her. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got to kind of rush now, because I need to get my breakfast in, but also get my bike ready. I've also got a strength conditioning session to do later, but to be honest, I don't know what my day is going to quite look like, because it's going to be a bit thrown off by her duathlon. But that's what happens some days. Some days you just have some other things that pop up. Helping my sister is quite important to me, and I'm going to get some training in anyway whilst I'm doing it, so I may as well support her, help her out, get her through it. It is obviously virtual, that's why I can jump on a bike and just ride alongside her. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. Right, I'm pretty much ready now. I've got the cycling shorts on, as you can see, but I've got one dilemma. I haven't got my clipless pedals on, so I don't really know what shoes I'm going to wear because obviously I'm just going to have to wear normal trainers. I was thinking about wearing a pair of running shoes just in case I do decide to go for the run afterwards with my sister and I can just get straight on it. But I'm also thinking, in terms of like moving the pedals, it might be better for the nanos because they're a little bit flatter and harder. I don't know if the spring's going to play any effect. So quick update on the shoe situation. I decided to go for some running shoes purely on the basis if I do decide to go for the run afterwards, I can just go straight in instead of having to come back to my house, get some shoes and then try and meet her somewhere or whatever. I actually thought I'd show you my bike as well. I know some of you guys would probably be interested in seeing what I ride. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a bike expert. I don't claim to be a bike expert and I don't ride bikes often enough to consider myself a cyclist, but I have a bike just for the occasional ride I do. The bike I have, it's the GT grade, either expert or elite. I'm not too sure on that. It's not the carbon version, it's just I think it's the aluminium version, and it's a gravel bike. And the reason I got a gravel bike is purely on the basis of I don't always ride on the roads, so it's good to have that mix that if I want to go on a little bit off roads, obviously you can't take it through the BMX tracks, but if I want to go a little bit off road, I can. I also just thought it was a sexy bike because it was that matte black finish that I really like, and I really like the look and the feel of the bike.
Just cleans it.
Ah!
Right.
Ah!
Well, don't do it then, don't do it.
Right, so Abby's duathlon is done. Look at this dude.
Go piss off.
Right.
So as you can tell, she's got all her hands open. She managed to fall off her bike. But successful day.
But my brother's just laughing at me.
No, so she got a 10k PB, didn't you?
I think so. I don't know how to look yet.
So we think she's got a 10k PB. Like I said earlier, it was 10k PB, it was 10k, then it was a 13-mile bike ride, and then it was 5k. 5k was the fastest 5k she'd had in a while.
Right.
Yeah, in about 3 years, so that was good. And all of this was in the duathlon as well, which is good. But fastest 5k, think a 10k PB, and then she fell off her bike ride. Right, so it's lunchtime now. As you can see, I'm tucking into some sushi. Sushi is from Kokoro, or Kokora. I'm not quite sure how you say it. I got sushi for dinner last night, but I probably ordered a little bit too much, so I probably need to apologise because I've been really bad at this whole YouTube thing today. Because we had a lot going on this morning with my sister's duathlon, I was just trying to help her out. I wasn't too focused on getting any footage. Luckily, I've got another training session later, so we've got a little bit more footage to come. Yeah, but I'm going to tuck into this now, and then we're going to do our second session of the day. Okay, sushi is all done. Nice, that, really good. I do like sushi. Sometimes I think it can be a bit overpriced, especially in certain places, but it's definitely a good filler. One thing I did want to ask is, can you put in the comments, if when you eat your sushi, are you supposed to eat the tail of the prawn bits? Because I never do, and I always look at it thinking, you probably can, but I don't want to try it, just in case you can't. I imagine you can. They wouldn't leave it on if it wasn't edible. But yeah, leave it in the comments below. I want to find that out, because I might start eating them, because it feels a bit of waste. I also have like the little green pea pod things left. I'm tempted to save these for later and have them in my dinner with whatever I have, but I might eat them now. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. If you've enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, really appreciate it. Also, if you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button. My trail shoe rotation video will be next week's video, so you'll get to see that, and I will catch you in the next one.